So Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix is finally here and it's actually amazing. I'm so glad Chapter 2 is back. The map is just so nostalgic for me. More nostalgic than Chapter 1, believe it or not. I actually love this way more than Chapter 1 because I just had more memories on the Chapter 2 map and I find it more enjoyable personally with all the locations. Misty Meadows, Slurpy Swamp, name them all, they're perfect. Obviously Chapter 1 was really cool to see come back, but Chapter 2 just hits so much harder. I don't know if it's just me, but I've seen some other people talking like Laser Beam and a bunch of other people thinking this actually might be better. Anyways, before the actual Chapter 2 remix, we had what you might call a live event, and it was straight donkey cheeks, bro. What was that? Freaking Ice Spice Snoop Dogg Eminem concert, bro. Well, people are saying you shouldn't hate on it because it wasn't really a live event. It was a prelude into the new season, which is fair, but I feel like they shouldn't have promoted it so much to be something to be worth excited for. I mean, it was still really cool to see the trailer in it, but anyways, the event itself was pretty miserable, and what's even weirder is we just straight up left Chapter 5 map. They did this in Chapter 4 and maybe do it again. Like, I don't think it's that hard to like put some sort of transition from map to map, especially when it's the end of the chapter. Well, no, it's not quite the end. Remix is actually part of Chapter 5, but it is technically moving maps and pretty much the end of Chapter 5. But we don't actually know if we're going to return or not, so I can't really say anything yet for that. Alright, that's all said and done, and if you've been watching this channel for a while, you already know what time it is. Lost and Broken. Basically, at the end of the year, whenever the chapter ends or whenever the map is like left from, I always make a like destroyed version of a map where it's completely abandoned, all in ruin. It's actually pretty fun. You guys seem to like them a lot, and I actually have a pretty good idea for this one. So we all know that the Titan here, his hand that came out, he actually might have caused, I think he might have caused the river to drain out in the first place, because you know his Titan body is like all heated up with magma and lava, as we can see when the hand was actually alive. I don't know how he died, but I was thinking, since he's supposedly somehow still alive, or there's something heating up the island underneath causing the water to evaporate, that maybe I could make it that it gets really hot in the center and all this just starts to melt away and come into complete ruin. I feel like it look pretty sick, so I'll make like magma flowing out through here, all through here, destroying the POIs, just completely destroying the map, as I always do with these. I am never restoring. Restore and fixed, never coming. Lost and broken forever, bro. Now, actually, this doesn't mechanically work with a story because Hope has been making voice recordings and stuff, and Valeria is supposedly going to be repairing this map while we're at Chapter 2 or something like that. I've just heard about it somewhere, and this just isn't mechanical to the story. That'd be kind of boring, so I'm just gonna, well, maybe, you know what, maybe she is, let's say for this, she's trying to repair the map, but when she tries to, the Titan starts heating up more and she can't do anything about it, and the map just starts to deteriorate. I wanted to make the underworld start like decaying because he's not there anymore to rule it. Also, I'm not using Fortnite as map. I don't really like the way it looks here. I'm gonna keep Reckless Railways. I really can't be bothered changing it because I think this looked better before. In terms of map, the map was fun, of course, but I like this visually. And plus, I think everyone remembers this more than Freaky Fields. And yeah. Also, this will be a 3-part concept series because over time in parts, it starts off pretty destroyed, and then by the end, it's completely gone. Well, not gone, but like very, very ruined. Enjoy. Now, before we actually get into making this, if you guys enjoy these videos, consider subscribing. I make a lot of these maps like every year, and I don't know how I've been doing for so long, but I've built up a community and it'd be cool to see this grow even more. So feel free to subscribe and use my code in the shop too, Graphic Comics. Alright, a good place to start would be the center, of course. So the general idea is that I actually might have a little bit of his body appearing, coming out through here, and then having this whole place just burnt up with magma, like cracks flowing through everywhere. And this, I want to just make it all burnt up, like I said, and use this color scheme, because he's going to be like kind of popping out. I think how it's basically going to go in the parts is that this little center creator part slowly is going to expand out because the island's slowly deteriorating, and by the end it's just going to be massive. Also, preferably I would have made this like a lot bigger, but this doesn't really make sense if you think about it. So the Titan's hand is here. We just like drove us up real quick. His arm here, his body might be here, and then his other hand might be here, his head and arms. It doesn't really match up, but you guys get the idea. I thought he'd be a little bigger, to be honest. If you took up a whole island, it'd be pretty sick. Looking pretty realistic so far. Maybe a little too realistic for a Fortnite map, but that's no bother. will have like a fiery color scheme, like a really glow. Make it like swirl a little. Alright, got that. It might be the shadow that makes it look a little off, or maybe the way the crater like is shaped. I have like more like ledges coming off. And it actually looks a lot better, but you can see the definition now. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like it looks so much better. And now obviously we need the lava to flow through. I'll have it like a little darker shade. I think what I'll do is like rocky areas in here. Okay, so I kind of have this like rocky formation kind of design in here where like there's a bunch of cracks here to have the lava flow through. It's a little rough at the moment because it's just a draft, and I'll have to actually touch it up later. I think we could keep some of that sand look. I think it adds like more, like it just looks nicer. Yeah, that's looking real nice with the sand in there. Thank goodness I added that. Alright, now I actually want to add different shades of orange in here. Make it look unique. Really sell that lava look. And of course for highlights, one of the most important parts of lava. Like watch this difference here. Yeah, this, just look, it just glows. So much better. It actually improves it so much. Another thing with lava, to add like more of that glow look, or you can always have the glow overlap onto the land. Like for example, use airbrush tool, or just airbrush brush, and like that. Just adds more of that glow look. Right there. It actually looks glowing now. I think I want to make the lava, the water kind of like start flowing out, like it's breaking up. So we'll just have it kind of flow out this way. And yeah, like that. And this is looking really good so far. I'm really happy with this. These highlights will really add to the way it looks. Right here. Alright, I think what might make this look a little weird right now is that there's green. And right here you can see there's like no green, which might make the lava look a little out of place. So I'm actually going to have some of this a little darker, because it will be anyways from all the heat. It's the river completely done, and now we actually want to start on the locations getting destroyed. I also want to have the desert already start breaking up around this section here. Now time for restored rails to become ruined again. Just leak a little. Alright. There's some of the water starts leaking here. Also, really quickly, if you really want to add that like dark immersion to the map, use a darker tone of blue. You want to do this. You want to light up, darken on these sections here, corners. Makes it look more dull, which is what we want because this map is falling apart. So you gotta make it look like it is. This adds a little more. This might be a wrong color though. There you go, just adds a little more. Look at the difference. So bright and happy. So dark and cold. I'm actually gonna move on to nitrogen real quickly. Just completely destroy that thing. Kind of almost like patterns be going on with the cracks, where it's like kind of circulating around the place. I'm gonna try to do that right now because I think it'll look pretty clean. Also want to make sure the water's not intact and make sure it's kind of spreading out a little more. And also make it a duller color because the land is starting to mix with it, which means it will not be clean anymore. I feel like I want to make this alive again to show that he's active. That'd be pretty sick. Well, I'm gonna do that. Oh, what if I like... Hold on. Am I cooking? What if I have the water like run through like all these sections here? Let's see how this looks. Ooh, I kind of miss it actually. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Yeah, like add some like highlights here. Oh, that's actually sick. That adds so much to it. Alright. Brickless railways. Honestly, not as memorable as I thought it would be. I really thought it'd be like some new tilted, but it definitely wasn't. Not many people actually dropped it when it was around. What do you guys think of brickless railways? Let me know in the comments below. What if I make the desert stop sinking, but in water? Yeah. This potentially could work, because it is already quite... Oh wait, this actually might work perfectly, because the desert biome came in. And sand, who knows, maybe it came in, it's probably not stable. Over time it starts sinking in. Merge the layers so that when I blend it, it doesn't actually get rid of anything. Okay. Blending will help a lot to make this look way better. I'm gonna have a little bit shit start breaking up a little. Like rusting, deteriorating. I actually add some of that like rust, like brown, orange color. There we go. I think what's left to do is have this start heating up this section here, cause it to break down, have the glacier start melting, start making this biome start to die, and then have the underworld start to die as well. Basically just have this start breaking up, the water start coming down more, or spreading out more. And have this start melt stuff. What is like show that it's starting to cause damage. I'll actually be having the dead biome done on Hyper's Paint because I still can't figure out how to do the color layering of this, so you'll see it in the final result, guys. And all we gotta do now is start making this like break down. You know, because Hades is gone and all, he's been gone for a while. It's been too long without him, but it has actually been breaking down in the game. Surprisingly, it actually has. So like, for example, I'm pretty sure, yeah, over here, a bunch of stuff has started falling apart, so this does correlate with the lore. Something that actually fits in. Agree with that. I can actually add some smoke effects. Watercolor splash, you just go like that. Or you undo it and then you once again use one of the best things in the whole app. And that is all for part 1. We were doing 3 total parts for this. So this is the first stage where things are actually starting to break down. And then part 2 will be more significant, and then part 3 will just be completely destroyed. And well, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed, subscribe, use my code in the Fortnite item shop, just refer comics, and here are the final results.